flew away. That's what happens. It's all right. We are here live. Oh, there's some muscovies from the neighborhood. And my hose pipe always gets stuck out. Hey, girl. Yeah. Hey, Eli, we are live here, and I'm setting up for my duck pool to be cleaned out. Here's my ducks and my chickens. And our brooding hen who has yet to hatch out anything right here. This black hen is broody. Hi, Liam. Hey, yeah, hey, Trekkie. But yeah, we are live now. We have our, yeah, your character didn't translate, but yeah, we are live. Here's our Akana ducks, our one batch of our chickens. Yeah. And we got another batch of chickens right here. And those right there are Muscovy ducks chasing a cat away from their pool. But yeah, this is, and that's the way I clean out my ducks pool in there. I don't actually go in there. I just let the water run into it. But yeah. And whether you are ever going to hatch out babies or not is a good thing. You're doing that mama clucking thing. And this is Pearl. I've had her since 2021. And here's the cow cat. I'm about to walk over and show some more. This is Marshall and his group of hens. They're doing good. This is going to be my next batch that I'm going to hatch off from. Right here. So the next batch of babies will come off of them. And our newest addition to our farm, Brewster. Named by our subscriber Trekkie. And his two hens. And that's going to be a pen for baby chicks. There's our kitten running around. Our Muscovy ducks, who are not tamed at all. But here's our Acanas, and there's a guinea fowl. I just had to kick the fence because a hen was eating an egg. That means I might have to get rid of Puddin' because she is eating an egg in there. Might have to just get rid of her. But yeah. And you notice none of the ducks are getting in the pool yet. They're just playing around in the mud puddle. Well, one of them's playing around in the pot. Girl, get in the pool. And they eat their own eggs. Sometimes you get an egg eater, and when you do that, you gotta put them. I'm gonna have to catch her tonight because she has become an egg eater. Once they start that, I've never found a way to stop them. And they just go from egg to egg to egg, and you'll never get them any eggs back again. Hey, get away from there! See, the sound stops them immediately. But if I'm gonna get any eggs off of this flock, you see that white hen in the back there? She's the one that's doing it. So she's gonna have to go. Well, kind of don't like to put that on to the view thing, but if I can't isolate her, she's gonna go away. If she keeps doing. Oh, here's ducks flying in. Hey there, ducks. Lunch, possibly. I'm hitting on the thing. Oh, look at that cat climbing that tree. Now, Ken, I ain't gonna climb that tree to get you down. Possibly she might be going to be. But I've noticed this about the leghorn chickens. They more tend to going after eggs than other chickens. But I'm keeping a watch on her. And like I say, not a single duck has jumped in the pool yet. Which I find that interesting, that not a single one of them has. The Muscovy ducks are in the pool, their pool. Why do they eat their own eggs? Some of them just have that in them. Some of them just have it in them to eat eggs. But hold a bunch of them last year when this happened. Yeah. Oh, 2 of our ducks are now in the pool. Oh, Speckles is our oldest duck, and she is muddy. Get in the water, Speckles. You're in the pool. Speckles, get in that water. Speckles is that duck right in front. Well, I got the water going in there to clean it out. And what that one's doing right there, he's taking water in his bill and making it run down his back. The one that's doing his bill in and out of the water. Mud bath, yeah. But the water will go clear eventually. The water does go through. Is it healthy for them? I don't consider it because I do bake them. I do cook them eggs. But if you have one that eats eggs, they'll eat every single egg in the coop. So the answer is this: you don't want to have your chickens eat their own eggs. And right there's in the back there is our rooster and our hen that wandered through the yard all the time together. But yeah, if you have one hen that eats eggs, you won't have any eggs coming out. And that means you won't have any babies hatching either. Speckles, you did not take a bath. You're still covered in mud. This duck is acting like she took a bath and acting like she's drying off. And she's covered in mud. Let me get her back. Oh, there's a gust of wind coming through. Do you have to get putting away? Yeah. Most likely, yeah. I'll be catching her tonight and putting her in a pan. Because once they get the taste for egg, they never stop. And they'll teach others to eat it too. Oh yeah, here's Speckles, the one that's muddy and is trying to act like she's shaking off from water, and she's covered in mud. Get in the pool, Speckles. Stop playing in mud. Stop playing in mud, girl. Don't you go back in there. pretty the duck is compared to all the rest of them. Who's crowing? There ain't no telling who's crowing. Cause we got that's Whitey. Oh, Speckle, this stuff. She's our oldest duck right now. And she's trying to give a bath in that little pot rather than going in the pool. Like everybody else. Girl, you can't fit in that pot. But right up there's Oreo. I heard you done another flight around the neighborhood. And like I say, here's the group who we're going to hatch off their eggs next. So we're going to have a bunch of little brown chicks come around. Yeah. And there's a little kitten running up the tree. Who is the oldest? Right back there is the oldest chicken we got here. Her name is Roxy. And I got her in 2020. That little black chick right there. Got her in 2020 and she was already of laying age. So she's at least 6 years old. And still laying. But right back there's our ducks. From this angle, I'm having to keep a hold on my hat because it blows away out here. And then Speckles here is our oldest duck that's trying to bathe in a pot. She thinks as long as she gets her bill clean that she's clean. And here comes Oreo up to us. I can't get too close to her because she'll start flying. Yeah, I got a call today that she was on, where did you get the name Speckles? Well, look at the spots all over her face. She's going to turn her back to us so you can't see them. See her? All them spots. What I named her. Red, now you should be treating your hen better than that. And these are Akana ducks, so they keep their spots whenever they're born and they hatch out. The spots they have is the ones they have for life. And now she's on the edge, not knowing if she's going to go in the pool. Now I know, yeah. But yeah, so when they hatch out, they have these spots on them. And their spot pattern's hereditary. Like Ducky right here, Speckles is his mama. And you see that same facial spot pattern. Fascinating, yeah. You see how he's doing? He's putting that water in his bill and he's letting it run down his back. Now he's going to jump in. Now he's going to get out. And now something has spooked in him. You hear that little screeching? Somebody's seen something they don't like. Who is screeching? Hey, kitten. Is it you that they don't like? Oh, yeah, and I put hot sauce bottles around to keep the foxes away. When are you going to start naming the little ones? Whenever it's warm enough for me to bring them outside to name them. But that will be announced on the page whenever we start naming little ones. Because right now it's too. If I have to wear a jacket, that means it's too cold for chicks. And I just got splashed. So they're just having a good time in the water. And Red went for the food bucket. Hey, Red. Hey, Blackie. And Whitey wants to go out and fight Red, but no, Whitey, you're not going to get to fight Red today. He ain't challenging you at all. Oh, girl. Well, at least my Muscovies are finally staying in the yard right now. They did go after a neighbor's cat earlier this morning. Yeah, imagine looking out your window and seeing 4 ducks chasing a cat across the yard. And yeah, Yins will be. But a lot of our birds are going to roost right now. How long have we been? And our little kitten just likes to watch water run. And I do the water cycling through at about once a week for my ducks. Hey, kitten. Duck drama. Oh no. And see, those 2 ducks are just talking to each other. The males are talking to each other. The females are silent right now. I don't have a clue what they say when they're like this. Whitey, you don't know it, but you have about 13 offspring. But yeah, little kitten, you're trying to chase me. And we're letting this right here grow out with grass before we put anything back in here. Look at that duck in a mud puddle instead of a pool. Brett, love you. Yeah, you too, Bev, Burley. But yeah, that duck, she's laying in a mud puddle rather than getting in the pool. And that's two male ducks fighting right there. Female ducks like to splash you. Well, I thought I heard something back there, but I didn't. Thanks for sharing the ducks and the chicks. You're welcome. And we do stream at least once a week. At one time, we were doing 3 times a week, and I don't know if I'll go back to that format or not. Don't let that hat blow away. It's done blew away twice. But we at least stream every Sunday here. All right, that is 2 ducks doing ducks. Hey, don't hold her head underwater. I gotta make sure he don't hold her head under. Yeah, I gotta make sure he doesn't hold her head under while. Okay, enough. Just can't be holding the female's head underwater. That's actually something when you have ducks you gotta look out for, because if the males try to hold the female's head underwater, they will drown. And our Muscovies, I hope you decide to stay on the property tonight, because I heard you took a trip around the neighborhood. Ducks. Bad typo. Oh. Yeah. But with the ducks, with the Muscovy ducks, I have to wonder if they're going to fly around the neighborhood. With these ducks, I got to worry about whether they're going to drown each other. So I don't know which ones. I don't know which one's worse. Having to worry about ducks flying around the neighborhood, getting calls from neighbors, your ducks are on my roof, or dealing with these guys trying to drown each other. and trying to hold each other's heads underwater. And of course, I don't have to worry about anything from this rooster. He's a good rooster to his hands. Neither do I have to worry anything about Red except for him flying up in a tree. And the girls get some water too. Oh, and there is the last of my turnips and onions. The last of our turnips and onions. I'll do a quick thing for them. Got plenty of onions here. Plenty of onions. This turnip. We got a whole bunch of purple death needles, which is an herb used to alleviate constipation. Note to self, if somebody ever wants to plant an herb garden and plant purple death needles, yeah, I might need to grow carrots, but that'd be a different time of year. But if somebody wants to plant purple death needles for an herbal garden, for an herbal remedy to constipation, they will spread everywhere. I got purple death needles here, here, here. Here. Here's a patch of them. They grow like a weed. I'm serious. They grow like a weed. Here's even another batch. There's another batch. So if there's an herb that you want to try to grow and you don't want any, you want something that will grow and stay green and purple, purple death needles. And here's a batch growing right here. And here's Gary, our oldest rooster. And here's Red. And here's 3 male ducks taking a bath together. You know what I'm gonna do? Is just keep turning over your water. I'm gonna try something a little different for you than just a bed. These hens keep turning over their water, so I'm gonna try a swimming pool right on the outside of their pen. See how they do to it. okay, it works. They can fit their hands in there. Can ducks drown? Yes, they can. I've actually lost ducks to drowning before. That's the reason why they held the head underwater. I had to break them up. Hey, break it up. Head out from underwater. Quit it. Quit it. She just got it. But yes, ducks can drown. And when they start holding each other's head underwater, you gotta separate them. But yeah, these hens have managed to knock over every single water thing I have tried. So now we're going to be trying a pool on the outside of their fence and see how long that lasts them. It seems to be working pretty good for them. Seems to be working pretty good. Will that help? I mean, the idea is as long as they can get water. Are we going to see a cat fight? They just are staring at each other. But no, we got chickens over. Hopefully this right here will keep them from keep them hydrated without them being able to overturn their water. And I got a little ditch right there, so I'd be pouring the water down it to clean out the pool. So that's the idea. Whether it works in practice, this is going to be just a practice thing to see if it does work. And cat. So it's working right now. And I use an old trash can to store water in, so I don't have to run water every single day. And I use that little pail to run water back and forth to the chicken houses. But yeah, this pool's actually working out pretty good for these hens right now. They can drink as much as they want. Who's the black cat? That black cat is Midnight. And Midnight's way on up there. But yeah, this will be our hens from Roxy, Daffodil, Syrup, and that brown one. I'll have to look back and see what I think I named her Rubietta. But anyway, they're going to be the next round of mothers on our farm. And here comes Eleazar and the Muscovy ducks. Oreo and Louise. Louise is a female, but I just never changed the name. We had our subscribers name our animals. How old are the newborns? The ducks hatched out on the 10th, so they're 12 days old, and the chickens are 22 days old. So we have 22-day-old chicks and 12-day-old ducks. And there's a short on our page that shows them from a few days ago. But these are, like I say, the next round of parents to be. Hey there, Dr. Who, What, Where. We're just showing off the next round of hens that we will be hatching eggs from. And Roxy, for her being 6 years old, she lays every other day. And this water thing just ran out. We got a reservoir full. So no snow, not currently. We did have a bunch of snow down here a few weeks ago, but that's all gone now. And we got a duck egg. Ducks will lay their eggs in water whenever they it's a lot easier for them to lay in water. But yeah, here's our I'm gonna have to find a way to catch these muscovies because I keep getting things that they're flying around everywhere. The issue is they're not tamed and they say they fly everywhere. But water hose not cooperating. It does at times. But this is our new rooster, Brewster. So we'll wait a little while before we breed off of him. Yeah, he's got this. He's got what's called a rose comb, which is supposed to mean that his breed is supposed to be more immune to frostbite. And this hen, I think, would turn out doing very good, and I hope bring out some of his brighter colors in the offspring. Little kitten, why are you trying to come up to the? Why are you just trying to come and follow me everywhere for? All right. I don't know what that was, but the ducks just had a little moment. Oh, and this is my processing column whenever I have to start processing chickens for food. Oreo, that pool is not done for you. I don't mean to be mean, but that pool is not put there for you. Really, Oreo. Really. Please get out of the chicken's water. Of course, a duck would think that the pool was there for her. And right back there, Spot. If you remember, Spot was the duckling that we tried to put in there with the other ducks when she was a little bitty thing. And she attacked everyone. She quite literally flogged all these other ducks with her just a little bitty thing. I need to repost that as a memory. Because it was as a video that we titled Duck Introductions Done Wrong. And it's all because of that duck right there, Spot. That flogged a big old full-grown Akana duck. But we're coming up on the ending of our live stream. And we will be coming live next Sunday at 5 p.m. Eastern Time. So like, subscribe, and tune in for next week for an update of BoggsHavenFarm. And BoggsHavenFarm is offline.